Today on Drawbli,
we are talking about realism versus stylization drawing practice.
Hey, I'm Ben.
And I'm Abby.
And we are self-taught artists documenting our journey of learning to draw, which is of course better with friends.
So click that subscribe button if you are new around here and share your artwork on Instagram with the hashtag Drawbli.
All right, Abby, I am drawing shoes.
Shoes.
And one other thing, which will come later
shoes.
in the video. And it was what I would only consider a giant failure.
Oh, I love a failure.
I love a giant failure.
I love a failure because we fail upwards, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Failing upwards.
For sure. So I tried drawing this shoe, and I tried to copy it as best as I could. I could have probably spent like a lot longer on it, but I didn't.
So was your goal with this shoe the more realistic, like true to form study?
So the first time I did it, I actually, in my head I was like, I'm gonna stylize this shoe. And then I drew the shoe and I was like, that is not very stylized. So then I decided to draw it a second time to really try to emphasize shapes.
Now I feel that you, as a sculptor who specializes in appeal of shapes, was the second draw through a chance to exercise that expertise?
It was a chance. Certainly, a chance is the word that I would use. A success? We shall see. There are just so many different things that happen between 2D and 3D where my brain does work in 3D where I'm like, oh man, if only I could spin this around and adjust this section here. Wouldn't that be nice? But instead I have to be like, no, I have to think about what that would look like from this angle, in this perspective, etc., etc.
Ah, yes.
Which is quite a bit more difficult because it's something I'm not used to. But I've talked about that a lot lately. What we haven't talked about lately, Abby, is that we got married.
We got married! Woohoo!
Before our wedding, we got ahead on some Drawbli videos, so it's actually been quite a while since our last recording because we had a lot of stuff that we needed to do to prepare for our wedding.
A lot.
Oh my gosh,
But
just
we
so
weren't
much.
about to leave people without videos to watch during the week, so we got ahead.
I know, so we worked our butts off and recorded a bunch of, drew a ton and recorded a bunch of drawings.
We worked hard. We worked so hard to bring you the content like this that you're seeing today.
of shoe drawings. Yeah, so hey, congrats on getting married.
Yeah, you too.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a new last name. I decided to change my last
didn't.
name. I know. What did you get out of this? Ha ha
Yeah, what did I?
ha.
I got this ring
Got
that's
scammed,
kind of
bruh.
hard to take off my finger. I got scammed.
I know. I put a ring. It's intentional. The ring's supposed to be hard to take off. Ha ha ha.
Oh, I just took it off.
Oh.
I've recently figured out. I figured out a technique to where I can get it off, even though I got these gnarly climbing blisters on my fingers.
Calluses.
Calluses. That's
Yeah,
the one.
I know. It's a learned skill. It's a learned skill.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got married. It was awesome. Outdoors, in the shade, under the trees.
It was very hot.
It was hot. But our guests were polite enough to not remark too much on that matter, and we gave them lots of yummy drinks and food and an air-conditioned barn and said, please forgive us for this horrible heat we have inflicted on you because we had a dream of an outdoor wedding. And when we say we, I do mean I had the dream of an outdoor wedding.
When we get the photos back, we should maybe pop one up in one of these videos. It'll probably be a while though because the editing and such takes quite a long time.
It does, but I am excited. Our photographer and videographer were this very sweet husband-wife team that we found, and they were really fun to work with, and we had a great time with them all day.
Well, enough about our wedding. I have to talk about my shoe that I'm drawing.
Yeah, not the shoes you got married in.
No, those shoes got actually destroyed.
Your nice dress shoes. Oh, I got a little bit of shoe polish.
They were fairly cheap.
Yeah.
You know, not too pricey.
It was an outdoor wedding.
But like we did so much standing, so much lifting for photos, so much like my back was destroyed by the end of that day.
Exhausted.
I was absolutely
I was
freaking
exhausted.
dead.
I took my shoes off about like 3/4 of the way through, and I could not put them back on. I was like, no, it just hurts too much. And they weren't even that unreasonable as shoes go. But these shoes look reasonable and comfortable.
They
and
are
nice.
reasonable. Look, I'm chonkifying
So
some
you're
different areas.
chonkifying. That is a
That's
good stylizing
that's a very
approach.
technical word when it comes to drawing, chonkifying.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm using the chonkification technique here to increase the appeal of my shoe.
I like that.
And then I was like, I don't want to paint this again, so I'm just gonna grab this paint here and smoosh it.
Wow.
Just gonna smoosh it around until it fits.
I love that. I love that. Yeah.
Oh, and then of course I decided to do a third shoe from my brain, just from like in my head, because I had just done a couple shoes and I was like, oh well, now let me just try another one and see what I can kind of come up with. Play around with like a poofy kind of style here.
Yeah, if you look at high fashion right now, some people are wearing these crazy red boots that are modeled after Mega Man's original boots.
Oh my god, those things are massive. What?
They are crazy looking. I will find you a JPEG to put in this video so that you can show people.
That sounds ridiculous.
No, they're high fat. Well, I don't know if they're high fashion.
I don't know if I would call Mega Man's boots high fashion.
Well, they're high into the fashion world right now.
His shoes are like just like not cylinders, like a prism. It just goes down to a point.
Oh, yes.
Really?
Yes.
People are wearing. Oh my god.
Well,
look, I love Mega Man.
You know,
Celebrities,
not normal people.
Okay. I love Mega Man, and I'm not wearing Mega Man shoes. That would be insane.
They do look hard to style convincingly, I must say. Like, I don't see it as like a very like avant-garde. Well, it is avant-garde.
Hold on? Do they look like Mega Man shoes, or are they intentionally supposed to be like, hey, these are Mega Man shoes?
I'd be willing to bet it's the former. Like, they look like his shoes, but they weren't intentionally built to be Mega Man shoes. But that is all I see when I look at them. So I will let you be the judge when you finally see the JPEG that our audience has just seen. And
I'm desperately curious about these Mega Man shoes.
It might not even be a thing now. I just remember seeing it in the high fashion news articles that I read sometimes. I don't really.
What defines high fashion exactly?
When I look at it and I say, oh, that looks interesting.
Oh, is it like wow, that's not something a normal person should wear? Or that's not something any person should wear?
Well, sometimes. Other times they do say that a lot of current trends are informed by the couture and avant-garde runways. They're just kind of watered down to a point where they become wearable, but we initially get our today's fashions from the really explosive avant-gardeness.
I don't believe that.
Some art and fashion, some fashion is truly only meant for the runway as a form of art expression, with never an intention of informing the modern clothing consumerism market, in my humble opinion.
I see.
Now, these girls are dressed very cute, and I like both of what they're wearing quite a lot. The colors, the gradients.
Yes, so this is Andrew Cockroach's work. Andrew Cofrancesco on the left there right now. It keeps flipping back and forth. The ones that are already done.
Yes.
So I've been
clear.
So I've been going through his little course he has together on Colosso? Yes, Colosso. The terrible
the world's
app.
Worst
Colosso.
instruction app.
It is unbelievably bad and painful and horrible and everything.
Yeah, I've tried to do his course a little bit on that too, and I gave up because it was so painful to try.
So truthfully, I have actually given up on it as well because the application is quite literally that terrible. So yeah, I am no longer using it. I'm no longer going through it. I did pick up some useful information along the way. I did get to practice his style a lot and learn a lot of things from working on his style, but I will most likely from here forward not be exploring that very much more.
Yeah, that's fair. You have his art book to study from.
Yeah, I do. He actually just released another one, so shout out to at Andrew Cockroach. Go check out his new art book.
And check out our book, How to Easily Draw Every Day.
Oh my gosh, yeah, check out our book, our guidebook that we just released, which we're super excited about.
Yeah. We are so excited to share everything we've learned in 1 year of doing Drawbli together about how habit forming works. I mean, a lot of this stuff applied specifically to drawing as a habit in general.
But it works with you
works
know,
with many
it
things.
works with anything. 3D art, working out, you know, a lot of different stuff. But we kind of specifically applied it to drawing because that's what we focus on here.
Exactly.
But yeah, I do really like our guidebook, and I really like the way it turned out, and I'm excited to see what people say about it.
I am too.
Anyway, my drawing here was just a little add-on that I threw here at the end because it's pretty bad. And
no, I totally disagree. I totally disagree with calling this even remotely a failure. This is super cute. Are you kidding me? I love this. She is adorable.
It's bad.
No, it is not bad.
I tried, and then I tried doing
Well, I don't know
like
what you did with the face there, but the face was really good before.
Yeah, so I think I delete pretty much all of what I'm doing right now because I know that this is a strategy that he sometimes uses where he goes over and he like inks his drawings, but I end up erasing it from the face because the quality that you get from the pencil is just like so much better, like from that brush.
It's interesting you mention that because in a Loish art book we have, she goes through her process and part of it is inking over a sketch. But in more recent instructional videos by Loish, she says she's mostly done away with inking sketches.
I think inking is dumb. It's a waste of time. I'm
inking
done
is
inking.
out. 2023, inking is out. Just sketch.
I agree. Inking is stop wasting it. You know what? Stop painting.
Stop painting.
I'm gonna be bold.
Only.
I'm gonna be bold and
That's
say
a little too bold.
Painting's a waste of time.
This is the element of runway fashion that does not trickle down to the general consumer, Ben. That's your advice. Is like that's like putting on a dress upside down.
Color
like,
is
art.
so 2022.
These colors you've chosen are so cool.
2023 is like where we're going without color.
Honestly, this is really, really cute, and you should actually be really pleased with this. I totally disagree with calling this a failure.
Bad.
Your shoes are good too.
I enjoyed working on the shoes. Those were kind of fun to do. Thank you. Appreciate
you
that.
You are too humble because these are excellent. Great work today.
And if you want to do great work today, click that subscribe button.
Share your work on Instagram with #Drawbli because drawing is better with friends.
And this is the part where we say
goodbye.
Goomba.
Ben, will you buy me those shoes? I can buy them, but there's something about me that's just like, I'm your wife, and will you buy me those shoes? I'll buy you a pair of shoes also.
Okay.
I'll buy you the Mega Man boots.
Buy me the Mega Man
They're
boots.
probably cost a lot more than these.
All right, this sounds like a fair trade. Sure.